example of what does it feel like to be in yoga, like this, how a perfect yogi or a person who reaches this final state of yoga, he looks at it, he's the same person, but you can see him from different viewpoints, like as a Gyan Yogi. And to me, that example is Hanumanji. And uh, Hanumanji's life stories and the way he's described, he's all yogi, and that comes in the first verse of Hanuman Chalisa itself. The first verse is about introducing him. So it goes as, people who know it, Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar. So it starts with him as a Jnana Guna Sagar. So he means he's the ocean of knowledge and qualities, guna and knowledge. Why is he that? Why is he a Gyan Yogi? So there is this story about him. So we know Valmiki Ramayana, right? So Valmiki ji, there's a story that he wrote his Ramayana and then he was very happy. So he went to Hanumanji and he recited, he said, I have written a Ramayana and I want to share it with you. Hanumanji said, yeah, yeah, sure, share it with me. And he heard it. He said, oh, this is very good. Hanumanji said. Then Hanumanji said, I have also composed a Ramayana. Valmiki ji said, ha, ha, I want to listen. So then Hanumanji recited his Ramayana. And then there were tears from Valmiki ji going, and he's like, so he said, what happened? Why? And he said, your Ramayana is so beautiful that nobody will then listen to my Ramayana. So the story goes, I don't know whether that really happened, but the story, the message is, he then, the leaves that he wrote it on, he just let them go in the water. रिवर बह रहा था, नदी बह रही थी, उसमें उन्होंने लीव्स डाल दिए वो, so that the Ramayana is gone. So we don't have that Ramayana, but the reason that Ramayana was beautiful because he experienced Ram. He experienced Ramji. So Ramayana is Ram, journey of Ram, Ram ka ayan. And Hanumanji was such an integral part of that journey. So he was in more than in the whole Ramayana, the three cants at least he was there, fully there with him. And in very critical part he was there. So he had experienced Ram. So his Ramayana was coming from a personal experience of Ram, not from some other way. So that's why he is a true Gyan Yogi. From experiential, he is able to relate whatever happens. So he's a Gyan Yogi. So then it comes Jai Hanuman, Gyan Gun Sagar, Jai Kapish. So he's known as Kapish. So Kapish comes from Kapi and Ish. Right? So Kapi is a word for monkey. Kapi is monkey. And Ish is Lord. So why is he called as Lord of the Monkey? The king of monkey was Sugriv, right? Or Bali before that. But he is known as the Lord of the Monkey, Lord of the Monkeys, because he is Lord of the monkey mind. So he has mastered his monkey mind. We often use that, right? That the mind is like a monkey, which is jumping from here and there. So he is a Raj Yogi because he has mastered his mind, the silence of the mind. He is a Raj Yogi. That state is the same. He is a Raj Yogi. That's why he's also known as Asht Siddhi now Nidhi ke Data. So he actually got the boon that he can also give these siddhis which Raj Yogis get. So in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is a whole chapter on siddhis, on Vidhi. So he's the Lord of the monkey mind. He's a Raj Yogi. Jai Kapish. Jai Kapish Tihu Lok Ujagar. And then Ramadut. So he is Ramadut, the messenger of Ram. He's Ramdut, he's messenger of Ram. So he's the Bhakti Yogi, he's the Param Bhakt. He's the example of Bhakti, many people will say. There are many stories, of course, around him, around his Bhakti. But one of this is just there. Why is he called as a Ramdut? Because he's the one who actually went as a messenger when they were searching for Sita. So he went as a messenger. He was the Dut, first Dut. And when he went there, what could he do? He was so powerful, right? He could have brought just Sita back no, from Lanka. He could have just brought back. There's no need for a war. युद्ध की जरूरत ही क्या थी? But he knew he was a Doot only. He was not Ram. He knew his boundary. He knew I am a Doot. I am as a messenger. So he actually created the situation of this ruckus at that Vatika Ashok one. So he could meet Ravan. He could assess the capabilities, be prepared for it. So he played his role as a doot, as a bhakt. He's a Ram doot. He's a messenger of Ram. He's not Ram. He's a Param Bhakt. And this picture that you see, all the three pictures you're seeing is very different. He's different avatars in some ways. This has also a very wonderful story. Because you were saying when they were, the story goes in when coronation was happening in Ayodhya, when Ram, Sita, everyone came back. So everyone were giving, wonderful gifts were being given. Wonderful gifts were being given. So he got a lot of pearls and precious stones, etc. So everyone was very happy. But when Hanumanji got them, he would bite a pearl, break it in two, and then throw it them away. Then he'll take another pearl, break, throw. So people say, wow, what are you doing? These are such valuable stones. क्यों फेंक रहे हो इनको आप ऐसे? बोला, I'm checking if there is Ram in it. Anything which does not have Ram is useless for me. So if there is no Ram, it's useless for me. That's what his bhakti is. So then people said, लोगों ने बोला भाई आप तो फिर तुम्हारे अंदर राम है क्या? तुम्हारे अंदर राम नहीं है, तुम्हारा भी यूजलेस है तुम्हारी बॉडी. बोलते नहीं, मेरे अंदर राम है ना, ये देखो. So that's when he opens up his chest and this picture of Ram, Sita, Lakshman is there in his chest. मेरे अंदर राम है, नहीं तो ये शरीर बेकार है. This is useless. There is no Ram, it's useless. That's the level of bhakti. That's why he's a symbol of bhakti. There are many, many stories like this of, so his stories are so many around bhakti to really tell us what bhakti is, what level bhakti can go, and how that can get you this final state of yoga. Of when you are manifesting, you are living your swadharma. There is another story. So I'll keep on giving stories. I hope it's okay. But just to give a sense of what these are, right? Through stories. So another story is, so when he was carrying this mountain from, right? So he went to get Sanjeevani. Went to Himalaya. Then he's supposed to carry the whole mountain back to Lanka because he couldn't identify. So as he was flying, they said he was flying over Ayodhya. So Bharat was there. He suddenly saw, अरे ये क्या ऊपर इतना बड़ा जा रहा है अयोध्या, it is खतरा. So he went, he shot an arrow. Now it was Bharat's arrow. So ऐसा नहीं है, nothing would happen. So Hanumanji actually became unconscious, मूर्छित, and he fell down. He became small and he fell down. So as he was falling down, Bharat said, okay, I have to now see who this was. So he started following. He went in the direction where somebody fell down. So as he's going down that path, he starts hearing what? He starts hearing Ram, 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 Ram. The Ram jap is going on. He said, Arey, where in this jungle is this Ram Bhakt? So he follows and there he finds Hanumanji. So even when he is unconscious, the Ram jap is continuing. The Ram Smaran is continuing. That is jap. That is Smaran. That continues even when he is unconscious. Not in sleep, but unconscious. He's been struck by a bolt which he cannot. He's unconscious. That is his example. So that is bhakti again. Param bhakti, supreme love. And when you have that, nothing can harm you. Nothing can harm you. That's his story. And then Ramadut Atulit Baldhama. That's the last part. Ramadut Atulit Baldhama. Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar. Jai Kapish Tihulok Ujagar. Ramadut Atulit Baldhama. Unmatched strength. When you have this, you'll have unmatched strength. Why? Because you will do your swadharma. So this is another wonderful story. We know Atulit Bal, this image is there. He's carrying a mountain. He's huge. He has all the siddhis, wonderful powers. Atulit Bal, unmatched strength. But what happens with this unmatched strength ka story kya hai? So when he was, if you don't know people, when he was young, so the story is he saw the sun and he thought it's a fruit, it's an apple. So he leapt towards the sun. कूद गए वो, फल खा लिया, फल समझ के खा गए. He ate the sun. And then what happened? There was darkness, there was no energy in the whole world. So people came to all the devatas, Are, protect us, how will we survive? Nothing is happening. So then Indra went and Indra actually threw his bolt, his vajra, and that hit the chin of Hanumanji. His mouth opened and sun came out. That's why he's known as Vajra Anga Bali. Vajra. Because he was hit by Vajra, still he didn't die. He just became unconscious and fell down. His body is so strong. Vajra he has. And this is also the name of Hanuman because Hanu is this chin. So there is a cut here. He was hit here. So he falls down. He is murchit. So then Pawan Dev, who is his father, he becomes angry. अरे मेरे बेटे को क्यों मार दिया? Why did you hit my son? So he says, I'll take Vayu, I'll take Pavan away from the world. So abhi Surya mil gaya, but Pavan went away. So people are again, Arey, there is nothing to breathe, we will die. So then all the Devi Devtas come and they say, no, no, we don't want to harm this child. So we will give him more blessings. So every Devi Devta gives him lots of blessings, gives him lots more power. But they say he doesn't still know what to do. He doesn't have the wisdom to use his power. इसका करना क्या है, कब यूज करना है, वो नहीं पता है. सो ये ऐसे गलतियां करता रहेगा, फिर से सन को खा लेगा. सो वर्ल्ड विल बी इन ट्रबल. सो वी विल टेल कि he shouldn't, he will forget all his powers. He will not be able to use all his powers. So he forgets all his powers. And there is a lot of doubt, Sanchay. So when he starts on the journey, when he meets Ram, he starts on the journey to search for Sita. He is very doubtful whether he'll get he. And then they reach this point at the edge of the sea. They have already 1 month is gone, which was deputed time. They reach this end of the sea. All the Vanars, he, Angad, they are there. They are all disappointed. अरे यार क्या अभी, we can't go back. We'll get killed. तो अभी क्या करें? So that is when he remembers his powers back, because that's when he's committed to his swadharma of serving Ram. That is his swadharma. So he remembers his powers and he's able to jump because no other Vanar could jump. Everyone said, Angad said, I can jump, but I don't know whether I can come back. But Hanumanji says, I'll jump. He says, he surrenders to Ram. He does his swadharma, he jumps and he comes back. And after that, he does so many wonderful things. Unmatched strength. So when you are doing your swadharma, you are committing yourself to whatever you are meant here to do, your quote unquote purpose, then you can do anything that's possible. There are so many things he did after that. The whole battle, his role is just cannot be replaced. There is no Ram without Hanuman. That's what Ram and Sita told him. That's why in the Ram Darbar, there is always Hanumanji. There is nothing without him. Ram is incomplete without him. So this is what being in yoga looks like. It then unites. At the end, it's all the same. It's the same person, but you will see it very differently. And you can get there through any path, but finally it will be everything. So even Chinmayaji, for example, he is a Gyan Yogi. He followed the path of Gyan, but he said without Shraddha, finally Bhakti nahi hua. He wrote the Narad Bhakti Sutra pe commentary, that's why. Finally, the bhakti to chahiye end mein. There is that final bhakti is also needed unless Raj Yoga, your Yoga Sutras also say that. Finally, you have to let go. So all paths in the end they converge. It's just as I give that example of the peak. As you climb a mountain, at the top it doesn't matter almost. It looks the same. At the top, it's like a small thing. East side se aa rahe ho, east side, east side, it'll look very similar. You're almost there. At the top, it's all you will see the full view. चारों दिखेंगे. एक साइड से आ रहे हो तो you will only see one, but once you reach the top, it's all the same. So all four parts lead to the same goal of being in yoga. So now I hope all questions are clear. Now it's yeah. Any questions, comments? Clear. And this is not with Hanumanji. Nothing. This is he's my Ishwar, so that's why I know his stories. Whoever you have picked, I know others have picked others. So whoever you have picked, if you explore, I'm sure you will find that merger there as well. You will find the merger, you will find their stories, you will find that merger there as well. And you will come up with your own version of this for your Ishwar. That merger will be there. Today, one aspect may appeal, but eventually there is that merger. So for me, for example, initially it was these two aspects, the Bhakti Yoga, Karam Yoga aspects were what appealed to me. But I slowly discovered these other aspects also of Hanumanji, that he's complete. And it comes in the first line only of Hanuman Chalisa. So once we start knowing that, it happens that way. Good. So now we will move to you creating your integrated path. I hope now that's clear. So